Secretary of State Adrian Fontes. Adrian, you had a front row seat. You could say you still are in a front row seat to this chaos, trying to secure the 2020 presidential election as an election official in Maricopa County. I mean, I wonder, as you watch this unfold in Georgia, in Arizona, just how important it is for accountability in order for people like you to secure future elections.
Thank you first for having me, and our thoughts are with all the folks in Jacksonville as that story unfolds. But what I really want to say is that accountability is everything. If the thing that holds us together is the rule of law within this constitutional republic, then everyone has to be answerable to the law, regardless of their station. We are doing everything in Arizona that we can, crossing T's and dotting I's, and helping where appropriate and where asked. The Attorney General, Chris Mays, in Arizona, to make sure that she's got all the resources and help that she needs to make sure that they get a solid decision. The bottom line is this: we've known for a long time about a lot of the factors that may lead to an indictment. We have myself asked the U.S. Attorney's Office in the District of Arizona, and we're doing everything that we can to help, and we want to make sure that they have what they need to get the job done and to make sure that the rule of law is followed. And at the end of the day, let's be very, very clear. The Sixth Amendment has to reign here. No one is guilty until proven so beyond a reasonable doubt. They are all presumed innocent, and that's what the rule of law is about. So we've got to play fair, even if, we are looking at a lot of evidence in one other direction.
You're, of course, no stranger to threats. During the 2020 election earlier this month, a Massachusetts man pleaded guilty to sending threats to then Arizona Secretary of State Katie Hobbs 2 years ago. A Texas woman charged for leaving a voicemail threatening to kill federal judge Tanya Chutkan overseeing Trump's election case. I wonder, as someone who has been through that experience, your concerns about potential violence leading up to 2024, with the violence itself and the chilling effect it can have on elections.
Well, the violence and threats of violence can have a chilling effect, but the bottom line is this: although we have lost a lot of elections officials across the United States, and particularly in Arizona, where 12 of our 15 counties have lost senior elections officials, we remain stalwart in the face of the onslaught. We have folks who are moving steadily, carefully, step by step, to make sure that we have good elections. We continue to have free and fair elections in Arizona and throughout the United States of America. I am hoping that Congress and state governments across the United States will heed the call to increase penalties against those who would threaten or harass election officials. But at the end of the day, those are the folks who run elections. And it's not just the elected and appointed officials. It's your neighbors. It's the folks who are working at the polling places, the folks who are working at those warehouses in those temporary jobs. Regular Americans are the ones who are suffering the calls of fraud and these fake conspiracy theories. It's just regular Americans who are hoping that we can perpetuate our democracy, whose integrity has been called into question. That's the real tragedy here. That's where some of these folks are calling our own faith and integrity in each other into question. That's got to stop. So those of us who are still in the fight will continue to put one foot in front of the other and make American elections happen for all of us.
That's the tragedy. As you say, it is also the state.